Well, Kristian, I mean, obviously you had surgery, and how do you feel right now?
Yeah, I feel better than I was feeling the last 2 weeks, so it's been good. The process since that surgery, it's getting better, every day. So it's been good.
How tough is it on the final road trip of the season, though, to suffer it and know that you're not going to be able to play in the playoffs?
Yeah, it's tough because it happened last year too. I got injured right before the playoffs, and that's why you basically work whole year to play in the playoffs, and then last year injury and this year injury ended up a little bit sooner than I was expecting for me, and obviously I needed to get a surgery because it was good for my future to fix it right away. So it was tough, but I take the positives from it. I can't really look back what happened or what will happen if I didn't get hit or whatever. But you know, you miss playing hockey, especially when playoffs, when you think you could help the lineup.
Well, I was just going to say, like, when you look back at the year, and then, everybody has a chance, and it's only been, your season obviously ended a little bit earlier than everybody else's, but what are the positives that you would be able to draw from this season?
Um, yeah, it was a hard season. It was always it's a grind. Like with the travel and everything. There's no easy games. And I felt like I had a like pretty clean season with the injury stuff. And then this happened. So it's kind of tough on your mindset because you thought, okay, like maybe first season, like no injuries, and then suddenly this happens and it's all screwed. So it's definitely tough. But like I said, like I'm just focusing on the rehab now, and then what will bring the summer, and then be ready for next season.
One of the positives of the year is obviously you always want to make that growth and jump to the NHL. Again, the Jets called on you for a couple more games this season. So do you take solace in the fact that, hey, the Jets see you as an option, on the wing for this club, and that's kind of your motivation for the summer to get ready for training camp next year?
Yeah, for sure. I played 2 games this year, and I think I showed them that I can play. I think I showed them the year before I can play. And then you know it's not that easy for me because you know I'm not a productive guy much. Like I'm more specific on different details in my game. More defensive. And I'm trying to contribute every time I can. But my role is a little bit different. But I'm trying to do my best. And going to the summer, I know I need to fix my shoulder and get stronger. In my shoulder, so I'm ready to go when the training camp starts. And I think there's an opportunity right there. And you never know what will summer bring. But I think to focus on myself right now to be ready for when the fall comes is my priority.
Jimmy was talking about his injury too and how he missed some time, and one of the things he said is you don't take it for granted, whether it's practice games, things like that. That's one in perspective for him. When you're going through this, I mean, obviously there's that negative, I'm hurt, I can't play, but how do you work your mindset to come out of the injury better? Like, what do you learn from when you go through these tough injuries and you're missing playoffs that you can learn from?
Well, I think the main thing is be with your loved ones and who try to help you through that process. I think that's a big part of the mindset. If you're ready, you will become stronger. Then everything, the recovery and the rehab goes better. Obviously when you get injured, everything seems like so bad right now. But on the other side, if you take the positives from there, like it can just get you better. Like I think right now what I'm feeling, like obviously it sucks to not be helpful for the team in playoffs, and maybe the outcome would be different, but right now I'm just focusing and like preparing for what will bring the next months. I'm not ready in my mindset for next year. I need to focus right now what's ahead of me, with my treatment and stuff, and I think that will help me to become stronger, to like take the positives from that. But obviously it's not great to be injured, but it's part of the hockey. It happens. I'm not the first guy, and I will not be the last guy. So I'm taking that. So we'll see. My goal is to be ready for next season, and that's the main goal.
And just the playoffs, from your perspective, I mean, how difficult is it to see your team go from looking like 2 overtime wins and couple chances to close out the series, and then losing in the last game by a goal late in the game. How hard is that for you when you're not able to compete and you're watching from the stands to kind of go through that emotional roller coaster?
Yeah, definitely more nervous than the guys are probably. I know that how I was feeling. I was not feeling great. I was nervous because I know like I would love to play, but I can't help them. And it's not a great feeling when they score 26 seconds to go and we just tied the game. It's always a bad feeling. But that's how it is sometimes. That I hope that we will take the positives from that and we'll try to build from it. And like it happened twice in a row now that we lost to Milwaukee. Take the positives from that. We can't take it for granted. You need to work hard whole year to get there, and then when the time comes, we need to be ready to overcome that.
This is your 5th year, I believe, in Winnipeg. What's it like being here? I mean, you've been, and even when I remember when you were in Red Deer, you used to come here for development camps. So feels like you've been here for a long time, but what have you kind of come to appreciate being in Manitoba for so long?
Yeah, I think I'm really grateful that the Jets gave me the opportunity here, and 5 years, it's a lot of years, and not many guys are staying in the one organization for that long. So I feel really familiar with the organization. I feel like everything is really close here, and when you come here first time, you're just like shaking, what you don't know what to expect. Now I feel like home here, second home, not home, but basically been nice to me. The organization is perfect, first class. I can't ask for more. So for me, it's making the next step to be a full-time Jet next year.